Continuing on with the Home Renovation UK series, we're next going to show you the makeover of the garden. If you haven't already subscribed to this video, please do so now, and remember to hit that notification bell. Also, please like and share the video. The garden was completely overgrown back and front. In the front garden we've got overgrown borders, a couple of trees which started out as small trees, incidentally, and when I say it started out as small trees, during the time that I had this property, so they were quite small trees. I didn't plant them, but they were planted there. Very often people get these trees and think, oh, these look really nice, forgetting that they grow into much larger versions of themselves. There is, in addition to that, a bush. The consequence of that is that looking from the road you can hardly see the house, and from inside the house it blocks a considerable amount of light. The side of the house was also overgrown, and when we go to the back of the house we can see that again it's completely overgrown. This doesn't look very overgrown to begin with, and that's partly because the topsoil was removed to build the house next door, and then it was spread here. But that very quickly became overgrown while I was renovating the inside of the house, and the garden was one of the last areas to get attention. There is indeed a path underneath a lot of this vegetation, a concrete path that you wouldn't even know was there, and these large huts, and in fact you can't hardly make out these huts. They are very well camouflaged. They would do the military proud, should I say. So all of this area had to be cleared, the sheds had to be taken down. They were actually quite tough. The first shed was a smaller shed that wasn't quite so difficult, and then the second shed was a much larger one, and I was told by the previous owner of the house that this had been in fact a crate to carry glider planes during the Second World War. So a little bit of history, but it certainly served no purpose in this garden any longer. So that all had to be removed. This created a considerable amount of debris, which then had to be removed from the property. And in fact, we spent, two of us, a whole Sunday, starting from the first time that the municipal dump opened till the time it closed, and took a total of 9 van loads to the dump with all the debris that was created. In the front garden we removed the trees, cut back the bushes, created little borders, seeded the main border part, and cleaned and removed a lot of the ivy that was growing on the wall. We then had to infill the space where the sheds had previously been, and we had to bring in some topsoil to do that. That was reseeded, and then we pressure washed some of the existing stones that were already there, but we also found a lot of other stones that had been laid and dumped, in fact, at the back of the sheds. So these were able to be utilized and rebuild some of the walls. We actually had the steps going up to the sheds, and in fact they actually made very good steps up into the upper part of the garden. So a lot of it was more about recovering what was already there, and obviously the removal of the sheds, trimming back of trees which had overgrown as well. And in fact some of the trees were almost touching the roof, I believe, at the time. So thinning out the branches and creating something that I think looks considerably better than it started out. So in the style of any renovation program that you may have seen on TV, we'll show you some before and after pictures of the front garden and the back garden. Having completed the makeover of the garden, in the next video we're going to show you the renovation of the outside of the house. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so now, and remember to hit that notification bell. Also, please like and share this video. If you have any comments, any questions, any observations, then please put them in the comments section below. I promise to respond to your comments. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.